Hello folks, I hope everyone is having a great day. In this video, I will show you how to create the SQL and mail connectors in Power Apps. The SQL connector allows secure data communication between the Power Apps and the GP Dynamics database. The mail connector will be used by the Power Apps to send email notifications to users. Here are the two topics outlined by the video. We're going to create and share the SQL connector. Finally, we will create the mail connector. Let's get started. For the SQL connector, let's gather all information you need before you start. This includes the service account user credentials, the SQL Server instance name, Dynamics GP database, SQL proxy username and password, the on-premises data gateway name. First, you're going to log into the service account as I've done for the Power Approvals environment at make.powerapps.com. That link is provided. Be sure you are in the correct environment. You'll notice in the upper right-hand corner here, you'll see environment, and in my case, Mekorma Demo 5 is the correct one. You'll also note on the far right, you should see the service account, and you can click on this to verify that it is indeed the service account that's intended for the Power Apps. Be sure you're in the correct environment, and then let's click Data Connections, and we're going to create a new connection. Actually, new connection is at the top here, so I'm going to click that. And the first thing I'm going to choose is SQL Server connection, authored by Microsoft in this list. I'm going to choose SQL Server authentication from the dropdown for authentication type. I've entered my SQL Server name. The database name is going to be Dynamics. Scrolling down, my username is Mekorma Proxy. And I've created two of them, so I'm going to use the second one. And enter the password. And choose your gateway. You'll note the gateway I created in the previous video. Click Create. And once this is done, you'll note that the SQL Server connector is now connected in your status column. What we need to do now is share this connector to any and all users that are going to be approvers using the Power Approvals product. So let's go to the ellipsis to the right of the SQL connector and click Share. And you're going to find the users in your organization just by entering their names, email addresses up here in the search bar. And when they appear in the list, once you found them, you'll grant permissions. In this case, for me, since I'm the owner, I'm going to have to give you a different example here. So let's say, for example, I were to add Boone and I want him to be an approver. He can use the app. Don't want to give him any other privileges, so I'm going to limit him to that. Then you'll click Save. You'll repeat for all the other approvers you intend to add, and then click Save when done. After Xing out of that, we are now ready to proceed to create the mail connector. If you're in the same session, all you're going to need to do is add new connection. And we're going to look in the list for the standard Microsoft Mail connector. We're going to click on it. We're going to accept and create. And we are done. That concludes the tutorial for adding the SQL and Mail connectors. Thank you for watching and have yourself a fabulous day.